Hi everyone, today I'm going to be discussing a really important issue for a number of you, and that is shoulder stability. Now, weakness through the shoulder girdle can result a lot of the time in neck pain and mid-back pain and even lower back pain. And that is because when our shoulder stabilizers are quite weak, we tend to recruit major muscle groups or other muscle groups such as our neck, and that will look like hitching your shoulder when you're trying to lift your arms up overhead. So I'm going to show you a number of different exercises that we can work on to start getting a little bit more movement into this shoulder joint, especially around the scapula or the shoulder blade, and then through the muscles of the rotator cuff and the shoulder. So starting off, I'm going to get you to lie down on the floor. Now you can easily do this movement in bed. So I will demonstrate here. Excuse me, a little cuppa. Excuse me, baby girl. Lying all the way down on your back. And then when you are ready, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling, making sure that your shoulder blades are resting on the ground and arms are reaching high up towards the ceiling. You're going to reach your fingertips away up towards the ceiling and then gently lower the arms back down. And reach the arms up towards the ceiling and gently lower back down. Making sure that it's just a lift of the shoulder blades away from the floor. You're not straining through your neck whatsoever. So it's a little lift and then lower. And we're going to repeat about 10 repetitions of this movement here. After that, making sure that your shoulder blades are flush with the floor, so keeping them down on the ground. And from here, we're going to do tiny little circles through the shoulder. So just tiny little movements. And the arms are moving in opposite directions. So one is moving clockwise, one anti-clockwise, and then changing directions. So 8 repetitions in each direction. From here now, reaching the arms out wide, so opening the arms all the way out, and then bringing the arms all the way back together. Now, none of these movements should cause any pain through your shoulder. So if they do, let me know, and I'll give you an alternative option. Otherwise, just go through the movements that you can do without any pain. And then if you can, making sure that you've got plenty of room behind you, reaching the arms all the way overhead, and then gently coming back down. Now only move within your pain-free range of motion, so don't push yourself to get further back towards the floor. After this movement now, you can come up against the wall. Now with this next exercise, we're trying to lengthen through the muscles at the front of the shoulder. The pectoralis minor, for those of you that like to know the names of the muscles. Standing side onto the wall, and you're not right up against the wall, you're a little bit further away from the wall. I'm going to take my hand right up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to make sure that my shoulder is not lifting up high. I'm keeping my shoulders back and down. And my arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling, and then I'm going to rotate just slightly away from the wall. So it's not a big movement. I'm going to hold this for 5 seconds. Then I'm going to release that stretch and move my hand slightly further back behind me. Just a tiny turn away, holding for 5 seconds. Return and slowly work your way back towards 3 o'clock. So you can see that I'm very slowly bringing my arm around and back, and just making sure that my chest is proud. I'm not arching my back, I'm not hitching my shoulder, and I'm maintaining normal breathing. Try not to hold your breath with these stretches. So just holding each little variation for 5 seconds, slowly working your way back to 3 o'clock, and repeating that movement exactly the same on the other side. Working from here now, we're going to go into a little bit more shoulder activation. This time, I'm going to face away from you so that you can see the movements through my shoulder. So starting off here, best performed sitting nice and upright so you can really focus on keeping those shoulders back and down. I'm going to bring my elbows out to be in line with my shoulders, but you'll see here my shoulders are not shrugging. From here now, keeping those elbows sitting on a little imaginary shelf in line with my shoulders, I'm going to open on reaching my fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then slowly come back down. And I'm going to do 5 movements here, opening up to goalposts, and then slowly lower back down. So 5 of these movements, and then we're going to rotate down. Now for some of you, this will be quite uncomfortable, so just move within your pain-free range of motion. And hopefully it'll get better and better the more you practice with this movement. From here now, opening the arms out wide to a T, and then curl fingertips, so you're bringing fingertips up to the ceiling, then back down. Reaching palms, arms up to the ceiling, then back down. We're going to do 5 here. Keeping those elbows up high, shoulders back and down. Hold at goalposts, then bring elbows together, shoulders back and down, then open the arms back to a T. All the while, I'm sitting right up on top of my pelvis, so no leaning back. 5 movements here, opening up, squeezing shoulder blades together. Then the final one, now those of you that get shoulder pain can admit this one. Reaching up, keeping shoulders back and down, and then slowly lower back down. And reaching up, exhale as you reach, inhale back down. 1 more here, reaching up, and then slowly lower back down. Oh, and you can give your shoulders a good shake after that one. Final movement, a handy little one that we can do to strengthen through the back of our shoulder. This is going to be my imaginary little kitchen bench. And you can do this easily with a little can of beans from your cupboard. I'm going to lean over my imaginary little kitchen bench here, drawing my belly button into my spine, shoulders are back and down. Let my arm dangle down towards the floor, but keep my shoulder in its little socket. Don't let it flop down to the ground. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up and squeeze, and then slowly lower back down. Now I know this might seem simple, but I want you to really focus on squeezing through those little muscles that stabilize through the shoulder. So it's a little lift and lower, and lift and lower, and we're going to do 1 more. So aiming to do about 10 per side, and then you can switch arms. As always, let me know if you have any discomfort with any of these exercises. All of these are really beneficial in maintaining shoulder mobility and stability. And I've got tons more to come, but let me know how you go with these exercises. Thank you all. Have a lovely weekend.